Hi, welcome to my channel. I am the work wife. My name is Rachel, and today's video is going to be about combating condescension. So, before we jump in though, I have nearly 20 years corporate experience successfully navigating through some toxic work environments and around some toxic people. So if you like this content, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps my channel and helps me get the word out. And if you are in a situation that deals with toxic people, toxic job, toxic boss, please hit me up on Instagram or TikTok at theworkwife, or email me at theworkwifellc@gmail.com. So, how to deal with condescending people. So, this is pretty common, especially in a toxic work environment where you're dealing with a couple of people or one particular person who consistently loves to condescend to you. And let's say you're new to the particular job and this person has been put in charge of training you. And so you're kind of even more held hostage by this person because you have to listen to them because you're trying to learn. But you know that the way that they're treating you isn't the nicest. I mean, the way they're talking to you, especially maybe if you've already discussed your experience and, you know, the things that you know and the things that you don't. And they continue to talk to you like, okay, sweetie. You know, you may not understand this, so let me explain it to you. You know, the usual, right? Or whatever form it comes in, you know when you're being condescended to. And a lot of times we are held hostage to that, even if you're not new to a job, someone in a new position, someone trying to prove themselves, you know, and you have to work with them, and then you have to deal with it, and you're just nodding and going, okay, thank you. It's kind of in line with what I've been talking about, is that yes, the condescension is targeted. Yes, they could be condescending in general, like they speak that way to everyone. But in this particular instance, let's talk about the interaction with you, because that's all you can deal with. You know, they may just be that person who always walks around the office space pontificating about something, and then everybody kind of tries to stay away from them, but, you know, you can't. Okay, so let's stick with that. The best way to deal with someone like this is to grayrock them. Now, grayrocking is usually a technique reserved that people talk about to combat narcissism. If you're dealing with a narcissist, grayrocking is, you know, you're deliberately as boring as possible, because the minute you feed a narcissist's desire for attention, they just go, woo, you know, they they get really excited, and then they double down on whatever they're trying to do to you, or, you know, whether it be gaslighting or just trying to make your life miserable. Someone who condescends consistently tends to be a narcissist. I'm not saying it's an automatic correlation, but more often than not, if someone's walking around in that manner, not just trying to help and, you know, educate people, but talking down to you, belittling you, you know, making you or trying to make you feel dumb or out of your element, usually a narcissist. So grayrock it. Grayrocking is being as boring as possible. It's the slow blink. Like that. You can thank them, but you can thank them in a monotone. Thanks for the information. Because what a condescending person wants most is airtime. They're giving themselves airtime. They want to hear themselves speak. Again, in line with what I've been saying, is it's not even about you, even though they're doing it to you. It's not about you, it's about them, which most things are. It's about them. And that's what, in terms of mindset shift, you have to think about, is that, again, you want to contract and go, why is this happening to me? Why are they picking me? Why are they picking on me? And then that may stir up in you some, you know, self-worth issues, like, why does this keep happening? What about me is attracting this behavior? That's worth exploring if you feel you need to explore it, but sometimes people are just dicks, and it doesn't have to be this deeper, you know, something deeper about you, or what are you attracting and why are you attracting this, and this person keeps bothering me, and why. Some people, that's where they get, you know, that's the kick for them. You know, it's like, I'm going to go to work, and maybe not consciously, I'm going to go to work and feel the need to do this because it fills a need in them. Unfortunately, you happen to be the collateral damage of whatever they feel they need to do for themselves, which is collaterally try to make you feel like crap. So instead of giving it more attention than you need to in that moment, like, why is this happening? Why am I sitting here? Why am I listening? You gray rock. Thanks for the information. Cut them off politely if you need to, if they are going on and on. You know, if they're trying to tell you something about something you're working on and it's gone way too long, you could say, you know, I really need to get back to this, but I really appreciate the time you took to explain that to me. Just like that. You don't need to smile. You don't need to be like, oh, no, because all that does is just make them, ooh, this is someone I can come back to the next time and tell them something that you don't need to know. Right? Take yourself out of it. Stop feeding their ego. Because that's all it is. And so you'll find that they'll move on to someone else, unfortunately, but at least it won't be you. Or they'll come back at you with some different way of, you know, maybe they'll try to say, hey, you know, I'm sorry if I offended you or whatever. You know, they'll come back some way, and then you could give them the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe they were just having a bad day and they just decided to be, you know, not so nice that day. It happens. Give them the benefit of the doubt. But if they just use that to get your sympathy so that they can work their way or worm their way back in to do it again, you say, no. No. Nope. Oh, thank you, but I got this. Oh, but you're sure? I got it. Yeah, but you don't seem to be doing that. You know what? If I have a question, I will definitely reach out to you. I promise. And then go back to your work. Turn away. Don't give them sass. Don't be sarcastic. Don't be like, I got that. No. Again, that's feeding them. Bad attention, good attention. It feeds them. So just be like, I have this. Thank you very much. Boring face. Keep your sentences short, to the point. Go back to your job. Go back to your work. If they really insist, if you're in a cube situation and they keep coming over and disrupting you and you don't want to, and you're starting to get irritated, get up. That's what I used to do when I worked in a cube, when I worked in an office and someone kept coming to my cube unexpectedly when I'm trying to work and interrupting me with nonsense. I would get up and say, oh, I got to run to the restroom. And occasionally they would try to follow me. I won't get into what what I did then. That's for another video if they actually follow you into the bathroom. But that's what I would do. I would interrupt whatever train of thought that they were trying to get out. Be like, oh, I got to go. I forgot something. It didn't matter whether it was true or not. I'd be like, it would cut them off. And I would sometimes literally see them just go to another cube and continue the sentence they already began with me, because that proves to you it's not about you. So I used to hate the phrase, don't take it personally, because usually when people preface that and say, don't take it personally, they're about to blast you with something. Don't take this personally, but, whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm about to take this personally, right? Try, as I become more mature, I try not to take things personally. Doesn't mean that I'm absolving them of their bullshit. It just means that it has nothing to do with who I am as a person. That whatever they're doing has nothing to do with me. It is more about them than it has to do with me. So I'm technically, even though they're talking to me, I'm out of the equation. And I'm going to continue to leave myself out of the equation and just move on somewhere else. So I hope this helped. But this is kind of, the kick I've been on lately in terms of mindset shift and, trying to stay centered even when you're amongst people, because it's very easy to stay centered when you're working from home or, when you're alone, of course, but people around you saying different things, some things that may get your attention, some things that may stick with you until for hours later, and really learning to just say, no, I'm in my own little world. So I hope this helped. As always, if you please leave a comment below if you're dealing with a condescending person at work. And if you have a situation like this, I'd love to help you. So until next time, stay cool, stay centered, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.